Hello and welcome back to Gunthrex Travels. As promised, we're going to talk about this closet over here. As I said in my tour of the RV video, I have intentionally left it looking pretty cluttered and ridiculous because it's a storage space right now. And I want you to see what it looks like now and the reason why we want to do a project to make this look a little bit better. So this was actually originally the bunk beds for this particular model. If you go look up the 2019 29 DDBH, DBH stands for bunkhouse. There were a pair of bunk beds here because at the time I had smaller children and I needed them to be able to come be with me and have somewhere to sleep. They're all older now, so they don't really come here anymore, and I don't need the bunk bed space anymore. And I decided that it would be a really great idea to turn this into a big walk-in closet area for my wife because she has a lot of clothes and she needs a place to store them. And right now she's having to cram them into the small closet spaces that we have here, and that's just unacceptable. So I tore out a bunch of this stuff. We'll go ahead and talk about what it looked like when we first, the original thing here. So as you can see, this area, let's see if I can get my finger in here. This area that I can point to right here, there was a piece of plywood all in this area here, and then there was a wall down here. I ripped all of this out so that we would have the ability to walk in here because we already knew that we were going to buy this washer unit. So this is an all-in-one washer-dryer unit that pumps water, that when it dries, it pumps water out. It's a ventless unit that doesn't have to, you don't have to put a hole in the wall to go outside. I did put a hole in here to make it drain into my shower. You don't have to do that. It'll drain into a sink. But for this particular installation, I wanted it set up in a way that allowed us to walk into the closet here and do our laundry and have it separate from everywhere else in the unit. When I was living on my own in this trailer, I had one of those dual bin portable washer slash spin dryer units that you can get on Amazon. It was a Giant Tech something or other. You'll be able to find it. And I would put that in the shower when I needed to do laundry, and then I would store it out here. And it's kind of a pain in the butt to have to set that up every time. So especially when we decided to move back into the trailer, and my wife was going to be living with me, we're like, we need a washer dryer setup that's actually going to be able to handle our, handle what we have going on here. So, everything out was mostly for this, but we also kind of had it in the back of our mind that we wanted to do some kind of a walk-in closet setup so that my wife could have all of her clothes hung up in a way that made it easy to access and it wasn't all crammed together, because she still works full-time at her main job and she needs to have some decent clothes to go to work in. So the plan so far, I'm not sure if I'm going to bother messing around with this because we do want to try to put a door in this whole area here. I'm not sure how I'm going to make that happen, what kind of door I'm going to come up with to put here, but we do want to put up a door here to kind of block this area off. And once that's blocked off, I don't really care if all of this is exposed. I do want to go through and re-hose all of this stuff because most of this hosing is unnecessary because I did go ahead and install a endless hot water heater, and a lot of the hosing here is now redundant because of that, because it doesn't need all of this extra stuff that typically comes with a standard RV installation of a water heater. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure that I'm ever going to bother doing anything with this, especially because I have this heater hose that goes into the bathroom, right? And yeah, it needs to be able to get over there because it does. When it gets cold, it gets cold. But I'll probably end up just leaving this the way that it is because it'll be hidden behind a door 99% of the time. But what we do want to do, and we've already purchased a hanging bar that we plan to mount up here and run it back this way, right? So that way there will be hanging storage right here, and she'll be able to hang all of her stuff in this space where all of this stuff is right now. We'll find another place for all of that stuff. And then I want to build a shelving unit that kind of encapsulates the washer dryer thing here and creates some shelving. And then I'm going to need to create another set of shelving up here kind of towards the top because I don't want the bar to go from wall to wall because that's a lot of weight to hang in such a long distance. So I want to have another shelf that comes out like kind of up here, that the end of the bar can stop right here, and that'll minimize the amount of distance that everything has to travel, because she's not going to be able to put her clothes back past here back here past where the washer and dryer starts anyway. So I figure having some extra shelving and stuff, it'll provide us a place to put some more storage up here, storage over here, and it'll shorten the distance that the hanging bar has to go so that it doesn't sag so much in the middle. So that's kind of the process behind all of that. I don't really have a firm 100% plan on what the shelving is actually going to look like. I'll kind of play that by ear as I do it, but it's going to involve some kind of 1x2 framing, which is pretty standard on this trailer, and then some probably 1/4-inch plywood. I want to find the cheapest solution that's going to be relatively sturdy. If I don't need 1/2-inch plywood for storing some random stuff back here, I don't really want to spend the extra money on that, because we all know plywood's pretty expensive now. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. It's a project that we plan on getting to. It's pretty much our first project. We recently bought a portable saw for doing specifically this project, but some other things that we want to get done. So we're inching towards actually getting this done. But yeah, definitely wanted to kind of cover. You could start out with an RV that has one kind of a setup, right? And then you go in and you rip some things out and you change some things. And I'm not like, whatever I end up making here is not going to look that good, because I'm not good at building stuff. I'm a computer guy. I'm a gamer. I do that kind of stuff. This is stuff I'm having to do on my own because I can't afford to pay somebody to come in and do a professional job. And because I'm going to put a door in the way anyways, if it doesn't look the best, then I don't really have to look at it that much, except for when I come in here to do laundry. So I'm not that worried about it. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. But as long as it's functional, I don't really care if it looks really nice. It just needs to work, and that's more or less what I'm trying to get to. So yeah, that's the plan for the closet space. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully it ends up being as useful as I'm hoping it's going to be. But yeah, we'll definitely make sure to give you guys an update once we get this. Maybe once we get it partway done, or at least when we're getting started. If I can get my wife to film the building process, maybe we'll do a little build video, but I don't make any promises on that because I don't like doing video editing. And yeah, because if you watch my gaming channel, you know I don't do any video editing. I figured out ways to completely remove the video editing process from my process, and I'm going to do everything I can for this channel to do the same thing, because I hate sitting down and doing video editing. So we'll see. Probably not. At the very least, you guys will get a, hey, now it's done, and this is what it looked like. This is what it looks like now that it's done. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and close out this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to click the like button so that the YouTube algorithm will spread it out to more people. Hit that subscribe button to help us reach that first major channel milestone of 1,000 subscribers. I keep trying to say 10, but that's my gaming channel. The number doesn't go up unless you actually press the button, so make sure you go ahead and do that so that you can stay up to date on the things that we do with the trailer, as infrequent as those videos may be, but they will be coming out. So go watch the other videos that I've already posted so far so that you can have an idea of where we came from and where we're going. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Be sure to come back in the future, and I'll see you for the next one.